Can you, it seems like since you had that 99-yard drive a couple of weeks ago that the offense has sputtered. Can you just talk about some of the issues that have popped up?
Yeah, unfortunately, some of the same issues we've had. We've had some penalties that have put us in disadvantageous situations. We've had, a couple of missed opportunities and what should be good opportunities for the offense in short yardage, and things like that. And so we just need to find a way to fight through that fringe. Right now we're getting caught up, and, I was given the analogy the other day, it feels like we're swimming along and get caught in a fishing net. We got to find a way to wiggle our way through, and fight through the adversity.
Have you watched back the film from the Dolphins game when you guys were eliminated? You had a chance to repay the favor this week. That was a strong offensive performance. What did you notice from looking back at that for this week?
Yeah, one of the things that jumped off the tape to me, because that's in our cut-ups as we're preparing for this game, obviously, and looking back at it, just the style we played with on offense. Guys were flying around. They were celebrating with one another, and they were really enjoying themselves out there. That's going to be key to us repaying the favor this week, is going out there and enjoying what we do and doing it together for, one last go-around here in this season.
Have you given any thought to this might be it for Aaron?
Honestly, I don't feel like that's my jurisdiction. I'm going to enjoy coaching him every chance that I get, and I'm going to leave all those other matters up to him and his decision making. And I just take it day by day and try to be great in the moments that I have with him. So,
what's it been like for you to work with him this season?
It's been great. I mean, obviously, the record is what it is. We've had, some struggles that way. But just the collaboration and getting to know how his mind works, being able to make some memories, not just with him, but with all our guys, has been an absolute honor. And then, shifting over into the role that I'm in now, I don't take this role lightly, and I don't take the opportunity to call games on NFL Sundays lightly. And when you add into that you get to do it with a Hall of Fame quarterback, I find the gratitude in that. And I know, again, hasn't panned out the way that we wanted it to, but it's not lost on me.
You learned anything about Aaron over 2 years that maybe you wouldn't have thought going into this?
Obviously, when you build a new relationship, you start to learn people, as time goes. We've been in some unique situations together and some adverse situations together, and, you think you have a feeling of what you're going to get with the outside perception, and then you get to see a guy and how he treats your family, and you get to see how he treats the people around him, and you just gain a real appreciation for the man, not just the football player.
On one particular play, the 3rd and 1 to Yeboah, by the goal, what was supposed to happen there? Because it looked like Lazard was open, right over the middle.
Yeah, we had a couple guys open there. Obviously we built a pretty strong tendency of running the football in those situations, and Brick had done a great job communicating to me that we were going to have 2 downs to get the first there. So I thought throwing the ball on 3rd down was the best way to kind of sneak attack them. And Allen did a nice job working vertical and clearing it out. He's actually a corner route on that concept to try to take 2 and open it up for Kenny on the backside. Kenny was running his route at the prescribed depth and felt like the defender was too tight for Aaron to see him, so he started to move to try to get in Aaron's window and or in his vision. And unfortunately, that's the time that Aaron was letting the ball go, expecting Kenny to show up on the other side of that defender, and so it was just a miscommunication and missed opportunity, as I alluded to earlier.
We've talked a lot about Garrett. What have you seen from a growth and development standpoint? What do you think's next for him?
Yeah, I think he's first of all handled the year well in terms of being moved around all over the place, trying to get him in different positions to create matchups and expand his route tree and try to get him into some good looks against some of the zone coverages that we see to him, and so he's done a nice job growing in his understanding of just the formation catalog, let alone any concepts. I think he understands where he fits in concepts now that he's with another receiver like Devontae, where he knows that not every ball is going to come his way, and there are times that he's going to have to, outside release to take two and protect Devontae or things of that nature. So he's really developing a great awareness of the schemes. And I think the sky's the limit for Garrett. I hope I get an opportunity to see it. I think he's extremely talented and a guy that's just going to continue to grow and keep defensive coordinators awake at night.
How hard is this final week when you're out of the playoffs? And, obviously there's an interim situation here. People around the league, the rumors are flying. How is that for an assistant coach dealing with that kind of uncertainty?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking. It is unique. I've been in this profession for 24 years, and I've seen a lot of different endings to the season. Some surprises in good ways, some surprises in bad ways. But what's always challenging is you see the team meetings start to wrap up, and you see some of the walkthroughs. You start to have the last of the season. As you realize that it's not going to be the same group of faces, whether you're a 13-win team, a 4-win team, or somewhere in between. There's always change year to year in the NFL, and I've learned to appreciate the lasts, and I really am proud of the way that this offense has fought and answered the bell every single week of this season. It hasn't always been pretty, I understand that, but the guys have showed up, and so that gives me a sense of gratitude when I see those guys, in these last couple of days.